Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome back to English with Podcasts. I am Emma, and I am so glad you decided to join us today for what might be our most relaxing conversation yet.
And I am Leo. Happy weekend to all our friends listening around the world. Emma, you look very refreshed today. Did you have a good weekend, or are you just happy to see me?
Well, both, but actually, I had a very restorative weekend.
Restorative. That is a great advanced word for our A2 and B1 learners. It means something that helps you feel healthy and full of energy again.
Exactly. But for our A1 beginners, we might just say, I had a relaxing weekend. And that is exactly what we are teaching today, how to talk about your 2 days of rest in a natural way.
This is such a common topic. On Monday morning, everyone at work or school asks, "How was your weekend?"
And many students just say, it was good. But that is a conversation killer.
It really is. It's like a stop sign. Today, we want to give you go signs, phrases that keep the conversation moving.
The basics of the weekend. Saturday and Sunday are the weekend. Monday to Friday are weekdays or workdays. If you have Friday or Monday off, we call it a long weekend.
I love long weekends. They feel like a tiny vacation. So Emma, let's start with your Saturday. What was the highlight?
The highlight was definitely my trip to the farmer's market. Weekend activities, going to a market, buying fresh produce, drinking overpriced coffee.
The coffee is part of the experience. Was it crowded?
It was a bit packed, but the weather was glorious. The sun was out, and I bought some beautiful sunflowers.
Sunflowers always make a house feel like a home. My Saturday was a bit more sweaty. I went for a hike in the mountains.
A hike? That sounds intense. Did you reach the summit?
I did. The view was breathtaking, but my legs are definitely feeling it today. I'm a bit sore.
Advanced weekend feelings. Sore when your muscles hurt after exercise. Recharged, feeling full of energy again. Productive when you finish many tasks.
I was productive on Saturday, but on Sunday, I was a total couch potato.
A couch potato. That is one of my favorite English idioms. It describes someone who sits on the sofa all day watching TV or relaxing.
That was me. I watched 3 movies and ate a large pepperoni pizza. It was heaven.
Sunday is the perfect day for that. I spent my Sunday morning doing some batch cooking for the week.
Productive Sunday habits. Batch cooking, making a lot of food at once for the coming days. Meal prep, organizing your ingredients. And life admin, doing boring tasks like bills or emails.
It saves me so much stress on Monday morning. Speaking of Monday, how do we answer that famous question at the office?
If someone asks, "How was your weekend?" try the +1 rule.
The +1 rule? Tell me more, Leo.
Instead of just saying, "It was good," say, "It was good +1 detail." For example, "It was good, I went hiking in the mountains."
That is brilliant. It gives the other person a chance to ask a follow-up question.
Exactly. If I say I went hiking, you can ask, "Where did you go?" or "Was it difficult?" Now we're having a real conversation.
Let's practice. Leo, how was your weekend?
It was very relaxing. I spent most of Sunday being a couch potato and watching old movies. What about you?
It was lovely. I went to the market and bought some bright sunflowers for my kitchen.
See, now I know you have flowers and you know I'm lazy. It's a perfect connection.
You aren't lazy, Leo. You were resting. There's a difference.
I like your version better. Let's look at some phrases for when the weekend was not good. Sometimes life happens.
True. When things go wrong. It was a bit of a washout. This means it rained the whole time. I was under the weather. This means you were sick. It was pretty hectic. This means it was too busy and stressful.
I hate hectic weekends. I feel like I need another weekend just to recover from the first one.
We call that a weekend hangover, not from drinking, but from being too busy.
I've had many of those. Now, for our friends listening, we have a challenge.
Yes, we want to hear about your weekend using the +1 rule.
Comment below. Start with "My weekend was" and add one detail. Did you see a movie? Did you sleep until noon? Did you study English?
We read every single comment, and it makes us so happy to see you practicing.
It really does. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button. It helps our small channel reach more learners around the world.
And don't forget to subscribe to the English with Podcasts family. We're here every week to help you move from A1 to fluent.
Before we go, let's talk about the social etiquette of the weekend. What if you don't want to talk about it?
That is a great point. Sometimes we just want a quiet Monday morning. You can say, "It was very low-key. Thanks for asking. How about yours?"
Low key. That means quiet and simple. No big parties, no big hikes, just peace.
I had a low-key Friday night. I just read my book and drank some chamomile tea.
That sounds like a dream. I had a high-energy Friday. My nephew came over and we played tag for 2 hours.
Oh dear, tag? You must have been exhausted.
I was. That is why the hike on Saturday was so difficult. I was already tired from Friday.
Weekend adjectives. Exhausting, something that makes you very tired. Thrilling, something very exciting. Dull, something boring.
My Sunday movie was a bit dull, to be honest. I fell asleep in the first 10 minutes.
Then it wasn't a movie, Leo. It was just a very expensive nap.
You're right, a very noisy nap with popcorn.
Let's talk about chores. Many people spend their weekend doing laundry, cleaning the house, or grocery shopping.
The adulting part of the weekend.
Adulting. That's a funny, modern English word. It means doing the serious, boring things that adults have to do.
I spent 3 hours adulting on Saturday. I cleaned the garage and washed the car.
Well, at least your car looks sparkling now.
It did, and then it rained on Sunday. A total washout.
Oh no, that is the worst feeling. All that hard work gone in a second.
It's okay. It's a good excuse to practice my washout vocabulary.
That's the spirit, always looking for the English lesson in every situation.
What about socializing? Did you see any friends this weekend?
I did. I met an old friend for brunch on Sunday morning.
Brunch, a very popular weekend tradition. It's a mix of breakfast and lunch, usually around 11 a.m.
We had avocado toast and talked for hours. It was so nice to catch up.
To catch up, this is a phrasal verb. It means to talk to someone you haven't seen in a long time to learn their news.
Exactly. We caught up on her new job and her wedding plans.
I need to catch up with my brother. I haven't called him in 3 weeks.
The weekend is the perfect time for that. No work stress, just a friendly phone call.
Communication phrases. I'm just calling to catch up. We should grab a coffee sometime. It was so good seeing you.
For our A1 learners, keep it simple. I talked to my friend, we had lunch, it was fun.
Perfect. You don't need big words to have a big heart.
Let's look at the timeline. On Saturday, we usually do the big tasks. On Sunday, we prepare for the week.
My Sunday evening routine is very strict. I check my calendar and pick my clothes for Monday.
That is very organized of you. I usually just panic on Monday morning.
No, Emma, you need to try my Sunday reset routine.
Sunday reset. That is a trendy phrase. It means cleaning your space and planning your time so you feel fresh for the new week.
Exactly. It makes me feel like I am in control of my life.
I think I will try a Sunday reset next week. Maybe I will finally clean my bookshelf.
Good luck with that. You have a lot of books.
I do. It's a hobby, Leo. Weekend hobbies. Gardening, growing plants. DIY, fixing things at home. Photography, taking pictures.
I tried some DIY this weekend. I tried to fix a leaky faucet.
And did you fix it?
Let's just say I had to call a professional.
At least you tried. That is a learning experience.
Exactly. I learned that I am not a plumber.
We all have our strengths. Yours is teaching English, not fixing sinks.
Smiling. I'll take that as a compliment.
It was. Now, let's talk about sleep. Did you get enough shut-eye?
Shut-eye, another great idiom for sleep. Yes, I slept for 9 hours on Saturday night.
That sounds luxurious. I only got 7, but it was deep sleep.
Sleep vocabulary. To sleep in, to wake up late on purpose. To stay up late, to go to bed after midnight. A nap, a short sleep during the day.
I love a Sunday afternoon nap. It's like a tiny holiday in the middle of the day.
Nodding, a power nap. It gives you a burst of energy.
For our listeners, tell us, do you like to sleep in on the weekend?
I bet most of them do. Who wants to wake up at 6 a.m. on a Sunday?
Not me. I like to wake up when the sun is high and the coffee is hot.
That is the perfect weekend image.
It really is. Now, Leo, let's discuss outings. Did you go anywhere special besides the mountain?
Well, I briefly stopped by a pop-up. A pop-up is a temporary shop or event that only exists for a short time.
Oh, what kind of pop-up was it?
It was a vintage book fair. I found a very old copy of a Sherlock Holmes story.
How nostalgic.
Nostalgic. A feeling of pleasure and slight sadness when you think about things that happened in the past.
It reminded me of reading with my grandfather. It was the perfect hidden gem of the weekend.
A hidden gem. An idiom for something that is very special, but not many people know about it.
That describes my favorite local bakery. I went there on Saturday morning for a treat.
Describing food experiences. Melt in your mouth. Food that is very soft and delicious. Zesty. A bright, sharp flavor like lemon. Home cooked. Food made at home, not in a restaurant.
My grandmother makes the best home-cooked lasagna on Sundays.
My mouth is watering just thinking about it. There is nothing like a family dinner to round off the weekend. To round off. To finish something in a satisfying or perfect way.
Speaking of finishing, we are almost at the end of our talk, but I want to mention personal growth.
The weekend isn't just for rest, it's for learning too, like our friends listening right now.
Exactly. Taking 20 minutes to listen to a podcast is a huge accomplishment.
Accomplishment, something that has been achieved successfully.
Every new sentence you understand is an accomplishment.
I feel very fulfilled when I finish a book or learn a new skill over the weekend.
Fulfilled. Feeling happy and satisfied because you are doing something meaningful.
That is exactly how I feel when we record these episodes, Emma.
Me too, Leo. It's the perfect way to spend a Sunday afternoon.
Now let's give our friends a few closing phrases they can use tomorrow morning.
Monday morning greetings. I had a great time. How was yours? It went by too fast. I'm ready for the week.
And my favorite one, is it Friday yet?
Careful, Leo. You don't want your boss to hear that.
Just a joke. I love my job, especially when I get to talk to all of you.
We really do. Before we wrap up, let's think about Monday morning. How do we feel?
A bit sad that the weekend is over, but excited to start fresh.
A fresh start. That is a beautiful way to look at Monday.
It is. Each week is a new chance to reach your goals.
Including your English goals.
Especially those. Every word you learn this weekend is a tool for next week.
We are so proud of everyone who is studying with us right now.
We really are. You are doing the work and it will pay off.
Encouragement. Keep it up. You're doing great. Don't give up.
Well said, Emma. I'm feeling so motivated now.
Me too. I might even go and start my Sunday reset right now.
Go for it. The bookshelf is waiting.
I'm going. Thank you for being here, everyone.
See you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.